Hello, Libra. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Libra, this week we're going to look at you, your friend, and your foe. We're going to see what your energies are, what motivates you, and what your motives are directed towards. I'm not ready to get a card yet, but we have the Sea Alpha male here. So maybe we have emotional stability is a goal here. All right, Libra. Let's see what your energy is. Libra. Libra, you have the Six of Earth. Six of Earth is nice. It's like, look at how this dog is sharing and divvying up all the toys. That's so Libran, isn't it? You're sharing. You're making sure everybody has something to play with. You know what? There's a pile of toys here, and let's make sure that everybody has got something to play with. But it's almost like you're stepping in as the one to make sure that everything is being shared equally here. That's you, Libra. That's you. What's your motive? Wow, the Emperor. To be a good leader? To be a good leader, to be a good and fair leader here. And make sure that everybody has what they need. Okay, you're making sure that everybody is treated equally. What your motives are directed towards. The Seven of Earth. It's interesting. I can't get the bunny. I can't get the bunnies. Emperor, leader, Seven of Earth, coming up with a new way of leading, a new way. Maybe this is okay. Maybe there's been someone around you who has been leading and they haven't been doing a good job. Like, it hasn't been fair. Things haven't been equally dispersed here. And it's almost like you've got this energy of stepping in. Like, we need a better plan. This plan is not working. So, and there could be, for some here, there could be things that are out of some people's reach. Like, right? Like, you could be a parent or an aunt or an uncle or something like that. You could be watching your kids play, and one of them is hoarding all the toys and another one doesn't have any toys. And it's so like, okay, so you're stepping in with this energy and saying, okay, listen, nobody's going to have any toys if we can't share properly, right? Because these are for everyone to play with. So that's like kind of like your energy. I don't know what specifically this is that you're doing, but it's also both your cards outside of the Emperor card that have come through are Earth cards. So it's like you're literally doing this. You're doing this in practice. You're not just talking about it. You're actually doing it. Okay. What's your friend's energy? Let's see that. What's your friend's energy? Friends' energy, friends' motives, and what the friends' motives are directed towards. The friends, one of the friends, no, but look at that. This is the way, lately, this week, this dog has looked like it's hoarding all of the fish. You see, it is. It's hoarding all of the fish. But it's, that's the dog's fulfilling a wish fulfillment here. Yeah. What makes them happy. Your friend is focused on what makes them happy. And what's the friend's motives? Strength. The way that I was looking at this kitten like, oh my God, do I have to babysit this thing? Look what it's doing to my tail. It's already my tail. Okay. So your friend's motives here are to be strong and courageous and patient. Persevere. And what's that directed towards? The Five of Fire. I find this interesting, right? Like, it's sort of like a similar path here in the woods. This one is all fighting. These ones are all getting along and sharing equally. Okay, so you and your friend are functioning a little bit differently here. Your friend is persevering in maybe some type of... Maybe people want what they have. I don't know. They could want what they have. It's almost like if you've got a whole bunch of toys, you're like, or a whole bunch of things, instead of us fighting over, or instead of having to put up with people fighting for these things, I don't need all of this here. You can have a couple, you have a couple, you have, right? Seems to work. But it's almost like your friend's energy. I want all the fish. I want all the fish. But so what are they doing? Their motive here is to be courageous and persevere through some type of conflict. It's like, well, everybody wants the fish. That's such an odd energy, no? I don't know why your friend is self-focused or self-happy. What's your foe? What's up with the foe? the wheel. Oh, okay, the foe, it could be, all right. So in this case, the foe could be coming across as changes in circumstances that are unseen by us, or being sort of controlled by the rhythms of the universe. Like sometimes we're, what are some of those sayings? Sometimes you're the hammer and sometimes you're the nail. That's going. So it could be the foe, could be like that. But is it like either that or there's an individual here who's going through some cyclical changes that are outside of their control? Okay, it could be that. Maybe it is, because like I don't see how the foe would play a role in the difference between you and your friend right now. Your motive is to be a strong and fair leader, whether that's you've got a bunch of cats at home, guinea pigs, kids, you got a position at work, your neighbors, whatever, you know, the dust in your house. Some of it's going over here, and some of it's going over there. And then some of it's going under the rug, some of it will go out the door. Okay, whatever it is, like that's your energy. That is. And but it's interesting, right? Your motives are directed toward, well, yeah, something's not working, so you want to make it work. Because the Seven of Pentacles, it talks about, like, whatever it is that we're doing, that's not working, so we need to come up with a new plan. We can't keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. Like, that's what I mean. Like, it doesn't feel like this is necessarily something to do with, maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe. Maybe you find yourself in a position where you have to be fair and square constantly. You know, maybe you don't want to. Maybe you would like a little bit of extra caramel sauce on your ice cream to make sure everyone has the same amount. Because your friend's like, I got all the caramel sauce. I got all the fish. But the friend is persevering in conflict. All right. The foe's motives. Oh, to howl at the moon. Okay, so far, I think the foe is the universe. I'm just going to say that. Because look at these cards. Like, they're both major arcana. And they're both very, like, universal energies here. The cycles of the earth and the moon. And what is the foe's motives directed towards? The Ten of Sky. The Ten of Sky. Oh my God. Painful endings, betrayals. This foe's a fucker. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the universe or a friend or a colleague or a family member. The foe's a fucker. The foe's a fucker in this one. You have the Mage, which is the Magician at the bottom. What are we manifesting today? I don't know. This is an interesting reading. What do you do in fairs and squares here? That's you, Six of Earth. You are fair and square. Everybody gets a toy. Six of Earth is Libra. Oh, you're avoiding the fight. What are you doing? Look. Five of Wands and Temperance. You are. You're avoiding a conflict. You're avoiding the conflict that your friend has themselves in. I'm trying to pause it to go get a drink of water. I'm trying to be like really stealthy, and every time I miss the fucking button, I'll try again. That's better. Okay. So yeah, literally. All right. Your energy is literally being very fair here. And by doing that, you're avoiding a conflict. It's so Libra and it's amazing. Okay. The Emperor, your motives. The Emperor. Karma. Karma, Two of Wands. You are avoiding oh my God. You're avoiding karma in the future. And maybe judgment too. I don't know about your friend. This is a real lesson, isn't it? Like, this is one of those where, sit down, Cindy, we're all going to talk about something today. Okay. Wow, you're avoiding karma in the future. That's smart. Okay. The Seven of Earth. The unexpected. That's later. What your motives are directed towards. The Seven of Earth. Maybe it's somebody trying to replay. Look, it's like the German Shepherd wants to get all of the puppies or the bunnies. Somebody who wants everything for themselves. Somebody who wants everything for themselves. That's what this is directed towards. I think it's your friend. I think it's your friend. The Six of Cups. It could be your friend. It's your friend. Okay. So this is one of those instances where I feel, most of you know I'm an Aries, right? So within every Aries is a Libran just dying to get out. Within every Libran is an Aries just dying to get out. I don't know about in this situation. This reminds me of my Pisces girlfriend. Her husband is a Libran. I might have mentioned it before. And he's always very fair. And it's always that him and I would like be lunch monitoring together or something. I'd be walking up to, I would see him dealing with some kids, and I'd be watching his approach. I'm like, wow, that's really nice. It's really nice. And he was like, well, I want us all to think about what we're doing, and he'd talk about it and everything like that. I'd be like, I'm kind of past that point. Past that point. I just tell them all to stand on that wall and count to 60 3 times. Right? But I'm like, this is one of those instances where it's like, I could probably do better. I could probably do better. You're making me feel like I could probably do better in life, Libra. I feel like as an Aries, I'm like, yeah, that's me. I want to be. Okay. Maybe you do. Maybe you have an Aries friend. Or I think the Nine of Cups, though, that's Pisces. That's Pisces. Okay, so friends energy. Nine of Cups. Maybe it's Pisces. The Two of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. There's 2 ways you could look at this. There's two ways you could look at this. Your friend is trying to look at something from a different angle. Maybe it is. Like, I feel like you're setting an example. I feel like you're setting a very important example here. Your friend's trying to juggle, or maybe your friend's telling you, hey, you know what? You can throw some of those toys in the air and they'll think that that's just one. Right? Yeah. The friend's energy. Okay, your friend could be trying to decide if this is what they really want. With the Hangman and the Two of Pentacles. I don't know. Is this what they really want? The friend's energy. Is this what I really want? Interesting. But their motive is to persevere. Did your friend, it's like your friend wished for something, and in that wish or desire, because okay, here's the other thing. It's coming up in cups. So they don't necessarily have, like, they're not necessarily doing what it is that they're hoping or dreaming or wishing for. It's just an emotion. It's kind of like an emotion, right? Like it's a nice personal emotion. It could be like, are they looking at you? Because this is like a different perspective. Like if I do it like this, if I did it like Libra, would that be happiness? Like, really interesting. I feel like the way this Emperor is looking at me too, that's how Lily looks at me when I'm doing something she thinks I shouldn't be doing, which is almost anything. Honestly, she doesn't like it when I'm cleaning. She doesn't like it when I'm on a ladder. She doesn't like it. That's literally how she looks at me. And the ears. It's almost like, why would you do that when you know that makes me worry? Like, I feel like that's what, like, that makes me worry and I don't feel good about it, so I don't know why you do it. Like, well, Lily, somebody's got to change the light bulb. Okay. I'm just going to be on this ladder for a second. But that, like, that's your motive too. It's like, why are you doing that? It's not very nice. I think it's to your friend. So your friend is persevering, being strong and courageous. That's their motive. The King of Cups. Oh, and the Nine of Swords. What are they persevering though? Like, trying to see something. I don't know if it's trying to see. They're holding back a lot of their feelings. I'll say that. Or their motive is to hold back a lot of their feelings. They might have a lot of feelings of anxiety. Why do they have feelings of anxiety? Or feelings of regret? Why? The Queen of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. Why do they have these feelings? I want to say somebody might be carrying more than another here. I don't know. Is that you? I mean, you're being really responsible. So it could be. Somebody is carrying more than another. What a friend's motives are directed towards? It's the conflict. It's almost like you're waiting. You're just trying to be fair. And in that way, you're avoiding conflict. Or you're waiting for the conflict to go away. So your friend is persevering with the conflict. The Five of Fire. The Six of Wands, the Two of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. Success. It's almost like, what is a measure of success? What is a measure of success here? Gosh. I mean, this could be, you could be like two CEOs or something. And you're like, you know, the employees deserve a little bit of extra. Look at this. I mean, like, hold on. Okay, this dog still has all these extra toys and everybody's getting something. But now that's interesting because there's 3 dogs here, but there's 3 more toys. But if this dog, if everything is going to be fair and equal, it can't be. It actually can't, unless this dog makes a complete sacrifice and doesn't get anything. Because then you still have enough to give each one of them another toy. Is that how you wait out a conflict from happening? Because you're waiting out some type of conflict. Or it, like waiting for it to just, I don't know, kind of go away on its own with Temperance. And the friend is almost like trying to decide in terms of that conflict, what is the measurement of success? So here we go. The foe. The foe's energy is the wheel. Which way will this fucking spin? The wheel. Is the foe like a person or is it the universe? It's the universe. The High Priestess came out. It's the universe. But it's also the Ace of Cups. It also love you. You just don't know which way it's going to go. Okay. It's the universal love. It's universal love. Universal healing is the foe. Which way's this wheel going? Which way's the wheel going? Cups, Ace of Swords, it seems good. I don't understand why this is the foe. Let's just dig into this more. You have 2 aces here. You've got 2 aces. Now, there's 3 in the cards and there's 3 on the table with the 3 of Cups, right? There's 3 on the table and there are 3 depicted in that card. Is this about making the right decision about something? You know, I mean, the friend could be... No, that seems odd. I don't know that the friend could be an energy that is, if you do this, this is for your highest good. You almost had a bit of a conundrum here, your energy. Like when I really look at that card, there's 6 toys, but there's 4 dogs. I feel like I'm in a math test. There's 6 toys, but there's 4 dogs. Here's the other thing. I feel like in this, now based on the foe, this is a weird vibe here. I feel like one person has one thing and another person has another thing. And when I say thing, it's as if it's, I don't know, it represents something that solves a problem or something. When you put these 2 things together, you get some sort of truth or fact. But it's as if you have one and this friend has another. And without the friend having what you have, they can't know the truth. And without you having what the friend has, you can't know the truth. It's almost like a piece to a puzzle. Like, I'm seeing 2 people. It's almost like that game of Battleship, right? Where you're on a table together facing each other, but there's a partition or something in front of you. But it's not the game of Battleship. It's putting together a puzzle. And each one of you has a missing piece to the puzzle. But the missing piece to the puzzle that, let's say, you have, your missing piece is the, like, let's say somebody or something or the universe has asked you to solve something here, okay? Tell me, when you put this puzzle together, tell me what is inside the suitcase. Okay, so you start putting the puzzle together and you get to the suitcase and you have no more pieces. Like you've put it together. You can see, you know how the puzzle is, you can see the bottom. It's the bottom of a suitcase. You can see that the suitcase is open, but you're missing the piece inside. You're like, well, I don't know. And then it's almost like your friend is putting a puzzle together and the universe has asked them, what's holding all this stuff? What's holding all of the, okay, clothes would be too simple an answer, right? Like you could probably guess to the universe that the suitcase was holding clothes. So let's say it's, firecrackers. Okay, it's firecrackers. And let's say the universe said, okay, put this puzzle together. And once you've completed the puzzle, tell me what is holding all of the firecrackers. So you're like, it's like your friend is putting the puzzle together and they can see, they got the piece with the firecrackers and they put it in, but the piece that shows them the suitcase is missing. And so they're like, I don't know. Is it a bag? Is it a, yeah, I don't know. That's just weird. Like, that's just what this feels like somehow. And it is, it's like the universe is the foe. There's got to be a reason for whatever this is. And right, like you and your friend are both in some way dealing with, maybe they're similar situations, but in different ways, because you're both missing a piece to the puzzle. Like if you could talk over the partition to your friend, both of you could tell each other what the other one knows and doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Isn't that crazy? And actually, what is the motive? Well, that's interesting that we should go there too. The moon. It could be illusions. It could be the lack of information. Yeah. The universe. It's like all three have to come together to understand or have the truth. So the motive here is the moon. The Three of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. Well, you're not in a situation where you can win. The motive here is to build, to come together and build, even when it feels like you can't win. Or if you win to the detriment of someone else. This feels like one of those readings where, you know, it's like a Sophie's Choice kind of fucking thing. Like, what is this? I also feel like that there's no logical or practical way to know something. You either just know it or you don't. That's also the motive of the universe here. And what is the motive directed towards? I want to say, if anything, it is to destroy your ego, like to break it down, or to break down all egos in this situation. The Ten of Sky. The Five of Pentacles. The Death card. Oh, and the Nine of Pentacles. But that's good. That would go to something good. That is to take something from lack and build it into prosperity. The Ten of Cups and the Hermit's at the bottom. It's almost like somebody watching others be happy, you know? Like somebody far off, you're all on their own watching others being happy. This is really a reading and a half, this one. I don't know, the universe has never come through as a foe. There you go. I think it feels like your foe. Or at times it feels like your foe. I'm going to do the extended. In the extended, I'm going to ask, what is the unexpected coming towards you? And what is the unexpected coming towards your friend? And what is the unexpected coming towards your foe? There's 2 options in the description below if you would like to follow me to the extended. Thank you so much, Librans. Till next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.